welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to just be providing a few updates on some recipes that I've been doing recently, and also some upcoming things that I'm going to be doing in future weeks as well. Just a general sort of update on what I've been doing cooking wise and reading wise lately. So first of all, I wanted to share with you a very interesting recipe that I did recently. I'll put the links to this in the comments box below so you can check it out for yourself. It was a Waitrose recipe. For those of you not in the UK, Waitrose is it's a food store. I mean, it's an upmarket food store, good quality produce in the UK. Basically a supermarket. And the recipe that I made, Waitrose recipe that I made recently that I particularly liked, was tomato, mozzarella and avocado salad. This recipe included basil leaves, balsamic vinegar. I'm not particularly keen on vinegar myself, so I used lemon juice instead, which is a good vinegar substitute because you really just want the acidity. I used garlic chopped, olive oil, buffalo mozzarella. I used a tub of Laverstoke Park Farm. Here in that's I don't know if you could get that if you're not in the UK, but it's a good quality buffalo mozzarella. Avocado sliced, toasted pine nuts. Pine nuts taste particularly nice when they're toasted. On a dry heat in a frying pan for a couple of minutes until they're just a little bit browned. Bay leaves for flavouring and cherry tomatoes on the vine. So what I did was you set the oven to 220 degrees. You place the tomatoes in a small tin and you tuck in the bay leaves. Then you scatter it with garlic and olive oil. You bake for 15 minutes until the tomato skins are bursting. In actual fact, in my oven it took a bit less than 15 minutes because I've got a very effective oven. I think it only took about 8 minutes. So I experimented with timings because I make this twice. It depends on your oven, eh? You then put the mozzarella on a plate. Sliced mozzarella. You spoon the tomato and juice over the mozzarella, the cooked tomatoes. You place the avocado slices next to the mozzarella, and then you scatter with pine nuts, lemon juice and torn basil, and you serve with ciabatta to mop up the juices. So that was very, very nice. I really enjoyed that and I highly recommend that recipe. So if you can hear a noise in the background, it is my washing machine, so I hope that's alright. It shouldn't interfere too much with the video, but if you're wondering what that noise is, it is my washing machine. Okay. Next, so that was what I really liked. Just find the next one. Oh yes, another recipe I made recently. Again, I'll put the I'll try and find the link to this recipe. It's a link I found quite a while ago, so I'll see if I can find it. But I'll give you the recipe. I'll talk you through it now anyway. So if I can't find it, hopefully you will understand how to make it just from me talking you through. This is an Olive magazine recipe, and it was Camargue red rice salad with feta and pine nuts. Now, I don't know if any of you are familiar with red rice. I hadn't used it before until recently. It's actually meant to be healthier for you than white rice. It's sort of in a way like a bit of a kind of, how can I put it, sort of halfway I guess between white rice and brown rice. It's not quite as stodgy as brown rice, but it has sort of similar health benefits. Camargue is an area in France, that's why it's called Camargue red rice, because that's where it's derived from. So this was Camargue red rice salad with feta and pine nuts. It's really, really nice. It contained red rice, again, red wine vinegar. I use lemon juice because I'm not keen on vinegar. Olive oil, feta cheese, pine nuts toasted, carrot peeled and shredded, red onion cut into half moons, and parsley flat leaf. I do really like parsley. It's one of my favourite herbs. That's chopped. So you boil rice until al dente, and then you tip into a bowl, and you toss with the lemon juice and oil, and then you add the remaining ingredients. So you add the you add the parsley, the chopped parsley. You add the red onion, you add the pine nuts, you add the feta cheese, that's all chopped up into cubes, the olive oil, give that a good mix and toss again. Very, very simple, very nice. Red rice goes particularly well with feta, so I highly recommend that one. Okay, so that's just, I just thought I'd do two recipes today, obviously I've done a lot more cooking than that. Also, briefly, I've been trying to get into rye bread lately. I never used to like rye bread particularly. It was kind of forced upon me when I was a kid. Every Sunday I used to have to endure the trials and tribulations around to have rye bread every Sunday. Never liked rye bread, but was forced upon me, unfortunately, by my parents. And I used to slather it with butter to kind of camouflage its taste. Butter and honey or butter and jam. Hence why, by sort of analogy, whenever the weather was rather muggy and sweaty and cloying and, when you're sort of dripping with sweat, I used to call it a rye bready day by association. A day basically I didn't particularly like because it was muggy and sweaty and overcast and lots of flies. So I've been trying to get to like rye bread, however, because tastes do change as you get older, and now many foods I used not to like that I like now. So I'll be starting to try. I'll be thinking, maybe my taste will change, and maybe actually I do like rye bread. And also, of course, rye bread has many health benefits that you can't find in wheat bread. It's a very good quality rye bread. The actual bread I've been trying out recently, which is a German make. I can't actually remember for the life of me what it's called though, but it's a German make. I've got it in the freezer, and it's sliced. It's kind of made with a sourdough base, and it's just literally just grains, bare necessities: grains, water, salt. Grains, water, salt. I think doesn't contain sugar, doesn't contain any preservatives, additives, nothing. It's just 100% pure, and the slices are quite thin. But yeah, I've been trying to get into it again, and I have actually decided that I do quite like it in small amounts. It's nicer toasted, I think. I'm not quite so keen on it untoasted. I think toasting brings out the flavour a bit and maybe mellows it slightly. I think in a way toasting also makes it taste slightly less rich. I've tried it with asparagus. I steamed the asparagus for 10 minutes. Asparagus is a real bitch to cook. It's because you really do need to cook it for quite some time to get the stems, to actually be able to eat the stems, because they can be quite stringy, so it did take 10 minutes to steam it. But once then it's nice, of course. And I put the asparagus on top of the rye bread, and I cracked a runny boiled egg over the top, and it was really nice. This was a Scandi recipe from scandikitchen.com. You can also add chives to it as well, with spring onions. I didn't have any chives, so I forgot that bit, but next time I'll do chives as well. So that's one to check out as well. Okay, I'm going to finish this short video now, and I'm going to move on to video number 2 now. The next video is going to be a short video. It's just to update you on some of the things I'll be reading very quickly and briefly, because I'll be going into this in more detail in future weeks. Okay, so thank you for watching.